So question 14. Consider the following fauna: lion-tailed macaque, Malabar civet, sambar deer. How many of the above are generally nocturnal or most active after sunset? Only one, only two, all three, none. So this is the question. So if you look at the sources I have cited, it involves a non-Hindu site, a non-Hindu website. So again, so this question I would like to categorize this question as more from a static book based question than newspaper. But yeah, most of these options are simple and you could answer straightforward without even worrying much about the source. It's pretty straightforward question. Let's see why. So they are asking for which among are nocturnal or most active after sunset kind of species. So land tail macaque. Okay, so I will just before discussing why it's simple, I will just go through the sources once. Let me just show you the sources one by one. So this is the sources. So first one is, it appeared in the newspaper. It was about land tail macaque. So they are discussing various things. So I will just take the relevant portion. So it says land-tailed macaque, they are shy, fruit-eating primates. You can find them only in rainforest of Indian Western Ghats, and there is even a video showing. So as you can clearly see, the video itself, it's happening. The entire video is happening in the daytime, and they are very active during the daytime. So if you know anything about land-tailed macaque, so it is a primate which is very much active in the daytime, and it's not nocturnal. So you could have easily eliminated lion-tailed macaque from the options. So second one is about Malabar civet. So Malabar civet, there's a good article searching for India's most endangered mammals that appeared in WTI. I just cited because it covers most of the important points related to Malabar civet. So let me just. There is not even a photograph in existence of were raised fresh. So Malabar civet was, if you see, the forest of Kerala is found in forest of Kerala, but presumed to be extinct. There is hardly any citations, and there is no photographs taken. So you can see the importance of this species. And if you see the points, let me just. If you see Malabar civets, it's saying since Malabar civets are nocturnal, chances of sighting them at night are high. Therefore, they are discussing about that. So I'm saying Malabar civet is one of the important endangered species of India, and you should be familiar with this species, even if it was not appearing any news. So Malabar civet, if you see, I will just check the wiki page. Civet. So this, if you see, this is critically endangered species. You should be familiar with all the critically endangered species that are found in India, especially found in India. Even otherwise also, at least you should be familiar with the famous species. So let me just at the end I will do one thing. If you see characteristics, you get ecology and behavior. Malabar civet is considered nocturnal and so elusive that little is known about its biology and ecology apart from the habitat use. So This is a very important information about Malabar civet, that it is nocturnal. I'm from south and I know this. I knew this even without going through uh, the static portion. So again, Malabar civet being a nocturnal is a very common information, I would say, at least as far as environment and various flora and fauna of India is concerned. So it is a famous species, and it is a famous feature of that species that it is nocturnal. And sambar deer, if you see, if you sambar deer is, if you, I have cited one website, another milestone for Suez sambar deer. Again, sambar deer is a very common species that is found in India, and as you can see, it is not a nocturnal animal. And if you are, it is also a very common info. Deers are, you could spot these deers in the daytime, and there's nothing like nocturnal feature associated with this animal. So if you didn't knew what sambar deer is, it appeared in the news multiple times. So that is why I have given this source. So even that option was also easy. So if you see this question, when I will just go back to the question. If you see this question, Lantail macaco and sambar deer not being nocturnal was very easy options, I would say. Only difficult part would be knowing that Malabar civet is a nocturnal animal. So why Malabar civet is important is what I explained. It is a critically endangered species in India, and you should be familiar with all such critically endangered species, their features, where they are found, their habitat. All you should be familiar with all such information. So before moving on to the next question, let me just I will do one thing. I had a document which had all the important static things you should be going through. I think I have already added that. Let me just, okay, I will add critically endangered species to the list. For now we will move on to the next question. Okay, so that is question 14 and associated sources. So let's move on to the next question, which is question 15.